Hi everyone, and welcome to another makeover video. So today I'm giving some of the Sims from my cats and dogs let's play fall makeovers because the seasons are changing in the game, the weather's getting cooler, so it's a perfect time to update their looks a little bit. So we're starting with Bridget, who was definitely in need of some new outfits because I haven't changed her look at all since the beginning of the series, and now that she's Piper's roommate, she definitely needs some more outfits because I just gave her like one everyday wear to begin with, and I usually like my Sims to have 2 or 3 outfits just so you can switch things up a little bit more because, you know, most people don't wear the same outfit every day, and I don't want my Sims to be like cartoon characters who just put on the same thing each and every day. So with her outfits, I was trying to keep with the more preppy style that she had to begin with, but of course give her more sweaters and warmer clothes and lots of boots, just because when I think of fall, I think of like sweaters mixed with boots, and I just really like that look. So it's kind of what I did with most of the, you know, with all the Sims here that I made over. So I did make over Bridget, of course, Piper, Ariel, and I made over their new roommate Liam a little bit, but I didn't really do much with him because I had just added him into the game and I just didn't really feel a need to switch up his outfits. But I did go in and just change some of his outfits that felt a little bit more summery and just made them, you know, like added, you know, gave him longer pants and longer sleeves. I also did kind of the same thing with Piper's parents, Cyrus and Mila, and her brother Jonah, because they also had some outfits that felt a little bit more summery, so I just tweaked those a little bit. And I also fixed their cold weather and hot weather outfits because, as I'm sure most of you know, the game just gives you really screwed up cold weather and hot weather outfits, like if you don't change it at all. So I just wanted to make sure those were fixed and they weren't walking around with like really weird outfits. But I didn't include that in the video because, like I said, I didn't really do a whole lot, so I didn't feel much of a need to include it. But we are past Bridget's everyday wear now, so moving on to her formal wear, which I definitely need to change up because it was more of a prom kind of a dress, which I gave her in the beginning Let's Play because I figured at some point we're going to do prom, which we did. So that was more so for that, but I think it doesn't really quite work for her now that she's a young adult, and I didn't really tweak her athletic wear much either. Like, I didn't go through and change all of her outfits, like just the ones that I felt need a little bit of adjustment. Like I changed her sleepwear here to this dress that I found. I can't remember where I got it from exactly, but I will include a link to it in the description. But it was this really cute custom content dress that I found that I just like to use for pajamas. And I will try my best to include links for all the custom content that I used on these Sims in case you see anything you like and you want to try to find where I got it. So yeah, if you see something that catches your eye, just check in the description to see if I found a link for it, and I'll kind of like say like, you know, this is so-and-so's hair and, you know, that whole deal. So yeah, just check there if you want to see where I got the custom content that I used. So we are, or actually no, we're done with Liam. Yeah, that was it. Like I really did hardly anything to Liam, so yeah, not really much of a makeover for him. So we are on to Piper, and her makeover wasn't really that drastic either. I mean, I definitely did more to her than I did to Liam. Like I just changed all of her outfits, but I didn't change her hair because I gave her this hair not that long ago, and I just felt like it's perfect for her and didn't really feel a need to change it, so I just stuck to more so making her outfits more fall-like with the longer sleeves and, you know, adding some boots and such to it. And I like a turn out. I gave her, like for her first outfit, I gave her that one huge sweater from Cats and Dogs that she had in the beginning of the Let's Play, but I think it looks a lot better on her in the bright blue color that I changed it to. And then her last everyday wear outfit is this jacket, which I think it would get to work, and then some boots, of course. And I'm pretty sure that is all I changed with Piper's outfits because I changed the rest of her outfits fairly recently and I was pretty happy with them, so I just didn't feel a need to go through and change every single outfit of hers. So with that, we are about to move on to Ariel, who is her now fiance, which is very exciting. And Ariel's makeover is for sure the most drastic in this video. So I did change her hair from the one she originally had, which I think was like from Cool Kitchen Stuff or something like that, to this pullback hair from Seasons, which just makes such a huge difference because I think with her, like with her facial structure, she looks best in a hairstyle that is as out of her face as possible. And I mean, this hair just looks amazing on her. Like she definitely pulls it off so well, and I think she actually looks kind of like she could be a model. Like it's just amazing the difference changing her hair to this one made. And I'm also really excited for her and Piper's future, and as you can see, she still is of course living with her parents, but in the comments of the last part, a few of you suggested that she move in with Piper before they tell their family about the whole engagement, just to kind of make it a little less of a shock and like wait a little bit, which I think is a good idea. So that's probably what I'm gonna do, although I'm not sure if I'm going to have them move in together in the next part. I might wait a couple parts. But just in case you're out of the loop, the reason why they're worried that their parents are going to be a bit shocked by their engagement is that they haven't really been together for that long. It's been about 7 or 8 months, which isn't really outrageous, but they're also only 18. So I think for like 18-year-olds to be getting engaged after, shortly after graduating from high school and after being together for less than a year, I think that's kind of shocking. And they're a little bit worried about getting criticism from their parents for it. So I think they're going to wait a little bit before telling them that, so they have less reason to criticize the engagement and say that they should call it off and revisit it later and all of that. So I think that's the road I'm going to go down with that. But back to her makeover, we are in her formal wear now, and I just gave her this really nice blazer with some dress pants, and then also made her hair a little bit more down. So I think it looks, because I wanted it to look like it could still be the same length, but I wanted to look a little bit nicer, and there weren't really a lot of hairs that did that, because like something that bugs me like when giving Sims different hairs for different outfits is when the length doesn't look right, like when it, like I wouldn't want to have a really long hair for her sleepwear or something like that, because that doesn't make sense for the length that the ponytail obviously is. So I try my best to make it so it realistically looks like the hair would be the same length between the different styles. And here we're just trying to figure out her party wear. I almost gave her that dress, but realized it just didn't really suit her. I don't know how I feel about that dress. Like, it's kind of cute, but at the same time, like, the texture just looks like it would be really scratchy and irritating. Like, I don't know, that's just kind of how it seems to me. But I ended up going with this jacket, which I thought was really cute, and then realized I also forgot to change her hair for her sleepwear, just because I didn't want to look like she was sleeping in a ponytail. That's like another thing where, like, if a Sim has her hair up during like the regular everyday wear outfits, I like to make it look like it's down and less done up for their sleep weather, just because I feel like that's a little bit more realistic. But we are almost done with the makeover because we are on our cold weather and hot weather outfits. So I'm going to go ahead and leave off here, and with that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and bye!